Power was assigned alongside Denji, but while patrolling, she had killed a devil. Now on coming to know about this, Makima also comes here. She gets a little annoyed at Power's action, because she has killed the devil of a civilian hunter. That's why she tells them that they are guilty of obstructing their business, and normally they would be arrested for this kind of thing. She tells Power that she needs to think a bit more before acting. Simultaneously, she also tells Denji that he will have to get Power under his control. Now, Denji gets upset after hearing this, because he doesn't want to get into any trouble. Makima then tells Denji that Power was the blood devil before becoming a fiend, so she has using blood in battle, but also gets worked up pretty easily, because of which Makima feels that maybe Power is not cut out to be a devil hunter after all. Now, hearing these words of Makima, Power starts blaming Denji. She tells Makima that it was Denji who commanded her to kill. Denji is shocked to hear this from her, because he did not give any command to Power. So, he tells Makima that Power is lying, because he didn't know anything about the devil. But Power attacked and killed him. After this, he also asks Makima to arrest Power, because Power was completely lying. But now, both start arguing with each other, because Power did not want to accept her mistake. Seeing this, Makima tells both of them to calm down, after which both calm down and Power accepts her mistake as well. Makima praises her for this and tells that she doesn't really care who got in whose way. She then tells these two that she wants to see the two of them working well together. Power then promises Makima about this, but we see that this time Denji was watching Power's chest very carefully. In the next scene, Denji is at some place with Power, and takes a drink for himself, but Power was thinking of something else at the moment. In the meantime, a small cat appears here. She becomes very happy seeing whom, so it seems that Power likes the cats too much, but Denji wasn't paying attention to it. He tells Power that being able to just grab a drink like this is a dream come true to him. But if they keep screwing up, being thirsty is probably gonna be the least of his problems, and not that it'll make it any easier to work with some chick that lies. Power then tells Denji that she enjoys being with cats and spending time with them, because she hates humans. However, it's not a matter of personal grievance. Her hatred is almost like a demonic instinct, and she hates devils too, because one of them took her pet Meowie away. Knowing this, Denji starts listening carefully to her words. She tells Denji that before she was able to recover Meowie, she fell into Makima's clutches. Power feels that her dear Meowie may be dead already, but yet she finds it hard to give up hope. So, if it lets her retrieve Meowie from that demon, she is willing to abide humans or anything else she needs. She thinks that Denji would understand such concern for a cat. Hearing this, he says that it is dumb as hell, but he would do whatever it takes to get to fondle some oranges. On this, Power says that she may never understand humans, after which Denji says that he would get her if it was a dog. Just then Power asks him what would he say to the prospect of fondling her chest after retrieving Meowie from that devil. Now Denji gets completely excited after hearing this. He gets ready to kill the devil who kidnapped the cat of Power. She is also surprised to see this. After this, Denji comes to an officer with Power, who allows the Power to go out, but he tells Denji to make sure to have her back by 5 p.m. However, this time Denji was a bit surprised, because he didn't know that Power is not even allowed to go out on her own. Power then sets out with Denji to rescue her cat Meowie. She tells Denji that she knows where the devil that kidnapped Meowie dwells, but the concern is that Denji is the only one who can fight it, because he would use Meowie as a shield upon seeing her. So, if that happens, then all is lost. Then we see that Denji's focus is on the Power's chest. After this, he starts telling Power about his pet devil Pochita. He says that he can't pet him anymore, but it's cool, because he's alive in his heart. But after listening to him, Power says that you humans are very foolish, because death is the absence of life. So, this nonsense about living on in your heart is a little more miserable than self-comfort. After this, Denji is unable to speak anything and gets agree by her. He then starts thinking that maybe he is never gonna get along with her. In the next scene, we see Makima in front of several senior officers, where an officer tells him that the American matter has got the Soviet war hawks crowing more loudly than ever, and there are rumors about the military use of devils as well. But another officer then says that hopefully, devils will remain Japan's only enemies in the future. He asks Makima how are the hunting dogs that had been added to the squad performing. Makima then replies that there's one that seems promising, and another that seems interesting. Hearing this, an officer tells Makima that your job is to raise these hounds, and then put them to work. So, he warns her to make sure not to grow attached. But Makima does not say anything on this matter. After this, she leaves with Hayakawa. He tells Makima that as far as he can tell, Denji is disgusting, not interesting. so why does she have such high hopes for him? Hearing this, Makima thinks for a while. She then says that all devils are born with names, so the more those names are feared, the more powerful the devil is said to become. She gives the example that coffee is not considered very frightening, so a coffee devil would probably be weak. But if we talk about a car devil, it's easy to imagine being run over and dying, so it would probably be strong. And Denji can turn into a chainsaw devil, so it seems pretty interesting to Makima. But Hayakawa doesn't like Makima's words. He tells her that Denji might be interesting for her, but he is not sure Denji will be of any use, because everyone in public safety has a real goal or motivation. But Denji said that he just wants to live the good life. And not only that, but Denji thinks he can be friends with devils, because of which Hayakawa feels that Denji is a bad fit for his operation. On the other hand, Power has come to some place with Denji. She points to a house and tells Denji that Maui and the devil are in there. Knowing about this, Denji asks Power to go there. After which, Power and Denji start going towards that house. Denji hopes that he doesn't have to his chainsaw out, but Power does not understand this point of him. Denji then tells him that he can turn into a bunch of chainsaws, but Power says that human jokes leave much to be desired. That's when Denji notices that they are about to get closer to the house and Power is still moving forward. Whereas, she said that the devil was gonna use the cat as a hostage if he sees her. Power then tells Denji that she misspoke. After that, she suddenly stops. Seeing this, Denji understands that there must be something wrong. But before he can do anything, Power attacks him. Due to which, Denji gets injured and falls unconscious. Then looking at him, Power says that it seems his instincts are sharp. Power then drags injured Denji inside the house, where the Bat Devil was waiting for Power to arrive, because actually there was a deal between these two. He tells Power that she kept him waiting a long time, so he thought she had run away. Power then says that it took her this long to gain some freedom, and she has brought a human just as he demanded. Now the Bat Devil becomes overjoyed, because today after a long time he is going to eat a human, so he hopes that his blood will be full of vigor. He then holds Denji in his hands, and starts talking about his wounded hand. He tells Denji that because of this wound he is hiding here. After this, he starts drinking Denji's blood, because his wound will be healed with human blood. However, he doesn't like the taste of Denji's blood at all, so he immediately throws him away. But still, Denji's blood causes his wounded hand to regenerate. After that, he breaks the house and comes out. The inside of his mouth tastes disgusting, so he decides to cleanse his palate with another human now. Denji is badly injured at this point and he looks to Power. He then remembers what Hayakawa had said. He forbade Denji to be friends with Devil. Power starts telling Denji that humans are truly foolish, and she is amazed because he actually believed her story. Now the Bat Devil looks towards the city, from where he was getting the smell of humans, so he decides to cleanse his palate with some children. But Power then asks him to release Meowie, because she has brought him a human as promised. However, he didn't like Denji's blood at all. Therefore, he refuses to release Maui and swallows. Power gets sad seeing this. We then see in flashback that Power was a blood devil. One day, she found Maui in the forest, but this time she was looking very weak. So, she decides to put some meat on those bones before she feasts. She then gives Maui a cow's milk, but during this she also kills that cow. She tells Maui that she is looking forward to killing her, because she has killed all who have met her eyes. But after some time, she starts liking Meowie. Meanwhile, the Bat Devil kidnaps Meowie. At this point he was badly injured, and tells Power that he needs blood. So, if she wants to save this cat, then bring him a human. In this way, we get to know the reason behind this Power's action. But now even Power could do nothing to save Meowie, so she becomes very sad, and tells Denji that he said he couldn't pet Pochita anymore. So, she understands how he feels now and this is really an awful feeling. Then the Bat Devil swallows Power, but Denji is unable to do anything at this time. After this he starts going towards the city, because he wanted to eat humans. That's when he learns that Denji is hanging over his leg. He is very surprised to see what he sees. Then Denji tells him to give him his tits back, but Bat Devil gets very angry with this and he holds Denji in his hand. Then Denji starts telling that there was a time he couldn't find Pochita, because he was gone when Denji woke up in the morning. So he looked all over town, but couldn't find him. He then thought a devil might have eaten him. But when he got home, he was crying and waiting for him. After that he was so relieved that he fell asleep holding him. Now, Denji wonder how Power felt when she tried to sleep, knowing that Devil had Meowie. Denji then appears as the Chainsaw Devil and cuts off one of the Bat Devil's hands. But now both of them fall together on top of a building, where a girl is also present in that building, and she was very scared to see these two. On seeing that girl, Denji asks her to run away from here. But now Bat Devil was very much surprised by this, because even after Denji being a devil let that girl escape from here. Now, Denji stands up and starts attacking the Bat Devil. But at this time both of them had come in the middle of the city. That's why people get very scared seeing them. Now the Bat Devil also tries to attack Denji, but he saves himself from his attack and starts injuring him. This angers him even more and tries to kill Denji. Meanwhile, Denji sees a father stuck here with his son, but he tells them to run away and starts facing the Bat Devil himself. The Bat Devil was stunned to see Denji saving the man, so he throws a car along with the man at Denji. But still, Denji doesn't let the man get injured, and grabs the car with his hands. Now the Bat Devil is completely surprised to see his so much power. Just then, Denji pulls the man out of the car and throws him at the Bat Devil. Due to the explosion, Bat Devil turns his mouth into something strange and attacks Denji with high-speed air, but he is unable to stop this attack. Now, the Bat Devil thinks Denji is dead, and he goes to drink the blood of a human to heal himself. In the meantime, he hears the sound of Denji's chainsaw, and Bat Devil couldn't believe that Denji was still alive. After this, Denji appears, and at this time he was looking very dangerous. Now seeing him, Bat Devil's condition worsens and he frees the captured man. He then attacks Denji with a big stone, but he breaks it into pieces with the help of his chainsaw. Seeing this, Bat Devil goes to attack with his punch, during which Denji injures his hand very badly with his chainsaw. But now the Bat Devil could not face Denji. After this, Denji makes his final attack and kills him in one stroke, during which Denji was looking very dangerous. After this episode ends, watch the video of the left side if you have missed the previous